What's up, guys? I got the keys here, back with another video. So if money feels tight in your life right now, this could be your season of leveling up. Okay, I'm gonna explain this in some different ways because in order for you to level up with money, sometimes God will put you in experiences where you do not have the money, and you may have to figure out other ways of getting things done. So you may go through phases of, losing things, phases of being broke, so to say. But I want you to know that there is an opposite side to that you can experience too. And, but you also have to take the actions to get there, So if you're in that period of not having money, this is a refinement phase teaching you how to level up without money. Okay, so this could be spiritually, mentally, physically, right? So not having money tends to put us in a phase where we have to learn how to live life without having money. That means learning how to be happy with no money, learning how to enjoy life without money. And sometimes that is working out. Sometimes that is learning more spiritually, right? Getting more involved with God. Sometimes it is more mentally, understanding life and its complexities and the fun stuff, right? Because if you're not able to hold that frequency of money, then it's never going to come in, right? So money is literally a frequency that you can match with, right? So to say, because you are money. Everything is I am. So if I am is everything there is, then I am money, right? But it gets deeper than that, because this is leveling up your nervous system to hold that amount of money, right? Because like I've said in past videos, if somebody wins the lottery and they're not in the frequency to hold that money, if their nervous system is not ready, if their body cannot handle that money, what will happen is they will spend all the money and they will have no more. So, if you're praying for a big lump sum or whatever, I would recommend you don't. This is not the way to do it. What you want is financial freedom. You want to be free. You want to feel free, and you can do that without money. And I know it sucks to hear. It's like, okay, yeah, but like I need money to pay bills. I need money to do this, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I've been there. But, ultimately it requires you almost to not even care, right? Like, okay, so if I don't have money and I lose this stuff, does it really matter, right? I had to learn this when I was about to lose my apartment, right? Tons of times, actually, not even just that time, but, there's been phases of my life where I just didn't have it. I actually just recently got back on my feet again, right? And I want to say it this way, because, when we do have money, how do we act, right? We don't question things. We just move through our life. We don't check ourselves, right? We don't take accountability. We tend to not check our habits and what's going on in our life. We just, we have money, so we're good, right? But money does not solve everything, as much as it sounds like it does. And don't get me wrong, it does help. But ultimately, money is just a tool, something that we use to move through the earth, right? Something that we use to, acquire certain things, or whatever, right? So, in order to attain this money, you may have to go through phases of, for me, it's been paying off debts, right? Certain things that I just been holding off. And I'm not saying debt is bad, right? You can use debt to your advantage. But for me, that's been paying off credit cards, loans, my dentist bill, right? So all of this is stabilizing me. I put all my bills on auto pay because this tells your subconscious that you're safe and everything is paid, right? And that you're able to hold more. Okay? And then, I just started taking little actions of paying these loans, the credit card, and working on my teeth, right? So getting the dentist taken care of. So paying a little bit here, a little bit there, and they also have a payment plan. But this is just I'm just giving you examples of how God will put things in your life to restabilize you so that you can hold more, okay? So I don't want to say testing, right? But you could see it as a test. Holding you accountable for everything, and that means you being able to hold that, you being able to acquire that and keep it and keep going. So, whatever your container is for money right now, be grateful for what you do have. Humility goes a long way. I'm not telling you to just, be so humble that, you lose everything. But I'm saying, be humble enough that that you could lose it all, but you could also get it all back, right? So anything that leaves always will be replaced with something else. But, money is a huge thing in our lives, and the less you stress about it, the more it comes. But you still have to take those actions, and so like, what would that version of you be doing right now? How would they act? What would they, where would they be going? What would they be doing? And those are the questions that you want to ask yourself, because like for me with YouTube, it was like, okay, so this version of me would probably be making videos more consistently, right? This person would probably be doing one-on-ones, which I actually do want to start offering, right? And that's going to be today. So if you do want a one-on-one consultation with me, if you think that I can help you in some way, if you if you've heard one of my videos and it was something similar that you went through, whatever, I would love to get on a one-on-one with you. So I will put my email in the description so that you can email me if you want to get a one-on-one. I'll be doing them for $20 each, okay, just to start. And hopefully I can help you in some way, right? But only if it resonates. Don't do it out of fear of not getting something, right? I don't know any more than you, but I may know something that you don't right now, okay? That sounded weird, but you know what I mean. So money is a container, and you have to match that. Like I said, it's like you have to be that person. So taking the steps to get there, that means take the step on creating your business, or creating your music, or creating your jewelry, or whatever, and start offering things that would attract that money in, right? So there's so many ways to make money, it's not even funny. I didn't mean to rhyme that, but it happens. So like everything is going to be good, and if you trust in what the universe has planned for you and what you're manifesting, then you have no reason not to take actions on your goals. So, with that being said, I will see you in the next one. All of my links, again, will be down in the description. If you'd like to do the one-on-one consultation, please hit me up. That would be awesome. I'd be more than willing to hop on a one-on-one with you. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can get this video out to more people. And yeah, peace.